So I asked on Instagram if anyone wants to see a tutorial on the like coppery burnt orange type look that I did on my page. I didn't actually film it when I did it. I don't know why, I just didn't think it would be any good, but it actually looked really nice, so I'm going to do a little tutorial for you today. Can everyone just take a minute to see the absolute chaos this isolation is bringing me? Like, I just got my skin going back to normal. I just don't understand because I've been on top of me skincare and everything, so I'm sad. But never mind, the show must go on. So for this look, obviously because I wasn't filming it, I was just like dipping into all like different palettes, which is a bit of a ball ache because I know it's easy just to have like one palette to go off. But I used the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm palette, which is like this. I used the P. Louise palette, like the original one that she came out with, which looks like these. And then I used the bright orange shade out of the Stacey Marie palette, like this one. I don't think I ever did a look without using this palette, but I'm sorry that it's out to like 3 palettes, but I'm sure you can just like, I don't know, you don't have to use 3 palettes yet, but I'm just going to stop talking. So I've just prepped my eye using the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and I'm going to go in with the shade Alert, which is like a burnt orangey brown colour, just on a small little fluffy brush, and then I'm just going to start working that into the crease. And I'm using this as like my guidance colour for like the shape that I'm going to work with. And you just want to make sure that you're not taking it up too high, because I need to put like the brighter oranges above. Feels weird doing like the same look again. So once you're happy with like the colour and the pigmentation in your crease, without adding anything extra on your brush, with a light pressure, just start pulling this out. I'm literally just using like the very edge of the brush because I don't want it to be like dead thick. Like I want it to be like a thin wing. So once you're happy with the shape you've got, and you can see like it's starting to wing out there, I go in with the P. Louise palette and I'm taking this orange colour here on a small little blush. Why can I never say brush? Brush like this. Tap it in, tap off any excess, and then lightly just start to like blend that above the colour we've just put down. And literally I go so light with this because I still want to be able to see some of like the concealer that we put down before. Take a little bit more on like the very literally tip, tap it off, and then I start pulling out the wing. Honestly, this looks just like another one of them you've got to trust the process type looks. Then I'm going back in with the first shade and just building that back up and bringing back some definition. Again, really light hand and just focusing this on the crease. Now I get another little fluffy brush and I'm going in with this shade. It's called Burnt from the P. Louise palette. Literally tap it in and I'm just going over both them colours, just like merging them together and giving it more of like a reddish orange look. Honestly, this look is actually so easy. Once we've got like the transition colours all done, I'm taking the Shine Bright highlighter by Doll Beauty on a little packing brush. I'm popping that on the inner corner and bringing it onto the lid a little bit, just literally to there. So this is where I literally use this big palette for one colour. So I'm going in with another little packing brush, dipping into the shade Lit, tap off the excess and just pack that all on the lid everywhere we're going to put a pigment on top. This just acts as like a base colour for your pigment to sit on top of, and it like shifts the colour a little bit, so it comes off a little bit more orangey than gold. I also need to address, like, my bed's not bedding on, like it's in the wash. I'm not just a tramp. But I just wasn't waiting for it to be done to film this because I'm trying to film 2 videos today. I'm going to like darken the outer corner a little bit, so I'm going to go in with this shade Secret from the Morphe palette on a tiny little blending brush like this. And just work it on the outer corner and blend it out into the wing. Literally you just want to take it right from where your lash line stops and flick it up. And then I just go in with the orange from the P. Louise palette and just kind of like blending over any edges that look a little bit harsh. Okay, so for the lid I'm using 2 pigments, so using the shade Famous from Peaches, and this is going to go all over the lid, and then the shade Gatsby. Oh, this is like my favourite pigment ever, and this is going on the inner corner. So my little secret for using pigments sometimes when I can't be bothered like using a spray or anything, I'm not sure if you should do it or not, but I just do it anyway and it works for me. So I just get the brush that I'm going to use, like my little packing brush, swirl it into my wet wipe, it dampens the brush, press into your pigment, oh god that was a bit much, and then just press it onto the eye like so. I use so much there. This is what happens when I'm under pressure. That's why I didn't film the first time. Just kidding, like, I'm not that bitchy. And it just comes off so much more reflective and just sticks to the eye. And then as it starts to dry down, like, it gets its sparkle back. It's just so much easier than using a spray. And then I just start fading it out towards that outer corner where we put the dark brown. And I just give it a little thing on my hand and keep going over the edges because I don't want like a sharp cut crease, like I want this to blend up. And this is just so much easier when working with loose pigments because look how reflective that is. Absolutely love it. So now I'm taking a small little brush like this, pure YouTuber. Little brush like this, doing the same, giving a little wiggle on my wipe, dipping into the shade Gatsby, and popping that literally on my inner corner. I just had like a brow lift. Oh. Also, I've got the big ring light today, so hopefully you'll be able to see things a little bit better. But so I'm just going back in with that dark brown and just blending over the edges where we've put the pigment and just deepen it back up. I'm going to go in with my brown LA Girl pencil liner and just line the lash line. And with this, I'm not taking it all the way into the inner corner. I'm literally just like skipping out this tiny little part here. I don't know why, I just feel like when I want like this look, I prefer all the darkness just be on the outer corner and leave the inner corner looking quite light. Right, I'm going back in with the dark brown and just pressing that and blending it over the pencil. So now that this is all dried on the lid, I'm going to go back in with my dry brush, literally a minuscule amount, and lightly pat that on top, just to add some extra sparkle. So that is the first eye. I can't close one eye. That is the first eye all done. Well, like the lid part anyway. So I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, do my base, and then I'll come back to show you the underneath. Bad bitch. Next part, and she back. So yeah, that is both eyes on the top done. Done my base, glowy, bronzy. Not my best work. Did I rush it though? Yes I did. So do I deserve it? Yes I do. For underneath, I'm just going to take the brown rolled away from me. The brown liner that we did on the top, and pop it in the waterline. Oh god, this is so, like, do you even want to see this part? Like, it's so uncomfortable. The difference. Oh my god, I can hear Amy's telly. Let me close my door. You know, like when your mum comes in and asks you a few questions, then leaves your door open. Yeah, mum, I'm talking to you. Just kidding, love you. And then I'm going to take the dark brown shade again from this palette and just run that right as close to the lash line as possible. My mirror's like all the way down here because like I've had to rejig the setup so I could fit me big light in. So it's a bit of an awkward one, to be honest. And then I'm taking the first shade that we used on another little bullet brush and just blending that underneath the brown colour that we've just put on. And then lastly, I'm going to go in with the orange shade from the P. Louise, tap off the excess because that one's like quite powdery, and run it all underneath and up to the wing. And this is where like you bring it to the final point with this small brush. Boom. After both eyes are done, I'm just going to brush off any of the fallout. I'm going to take that tiny little brush from before with a tiny bit of the Gatsby pigment, tap off the excess, and literally lightly pop it on like your inner corners but underneath. So I'll just pop up some lashes. So this lash is really playing me. Let me live. So I'm going to use the Spice Primark lip liner, which is like 2 centimeters. God, anyone else like hold their breath for the whole time they're doing the liner? Brave. And then I'm using the Anastasia Spice lipstick. Did not mean for them to match. And with lipstick, I don't like to like just like pat it on a little bit. Comes off a little bit more true to colour that way. I love that colour. And then I'm going to go in with the Fenty, what is it called? Fenty Glow lip gloss. I'm running out of this, but it's like my third one. So I'm always, what's the word like where you don't, resilient? No. I don't want to use it basically because I don't want it to run out and then you have to buy it again. But to be honest, this, hence the whole went on a journey in Ibiza, and that is a story for another day. I literally have no words for that holiday. But yeah, this is the finished look. I hope I made it like look and seem easy enough for you to try at home, because to be honest, doing your makeup while in isolation passes so many hours, and then you're like at the end of it you feel all cute and stuff and you're like yes, take a few pics, you wipe it off, do your skincare and get in bed and like chill. Such a good hobby to have. But yeah, if you've got any other looks you'd like me to do, even if you send me like something on my page and you're like, Court, show me how you do this, I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't mind sitting here. I quite enjoy it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I didn't mention it in my last one, but like, can I do that like scringy? The cringy thing, and say please subscribe, like the video. Obviously if you liked it, if you don't, then don't dislike it, just don't like it, do you know what I mean? I don't want to see the dislike thing. What am I saying? Anyway, hope everyone's okay, hope everyone's staying sane, and that's so hard to say by the way. Hopefully I'll see you in my next one. I can't speak today. Bye!